Welcome everyone, KD here. This is stream number 17 and I'm going back to, or I'm still with the building up the combat simulations. So here is our game. Like I say always, don't worry about how the characters look like now. And last time we kind of set up actually for our mid-range attacks, attack 1, we set up two different hit points, normal health attack and weakness attack, which weakness does more health damage than the normal health. Here we have the enemy attack that is not yet set up. That's something I hopefully will see can do today too. So in general, what I want to do today is right now we see that it has an effect on the health on this health and energy states thingy I made graphic, but what we don't see is do a normal health attack. You know, here the animation would happen where my guy would attack the enemy. Of course, right now I don't have animation, but what I want to do is that at least the number pops up so we can see the effect it has. Right at the moment, of course, right now it's kind of difficult to set the timing right because we don't have animations, but as soon as the animations kind of puts in its effect, I kind of want this number to pop up and just give us more information. That would be somewhere around now. So that's the first thing we want to do. Let's go back to here. So I'm not very good prepared, I'm sorry. Enemies levels, testing widgets, event blueprint. Let's open up the combat blueprint. For sure something we need. So that, like I said, that's one thing I want to do. Then I want to set up the other hit points. So we kind of have also armor hit points for armor, and then maybe energy hit points I have to see. So that's kind of the thing we set up last time here. And then after that, after I have set up kind of this details and this adds to the player's attacks, we want to add the enemy attack, but not just make it very simple how the enemy attacks. But that's kind of all I want to do for now, because then we have really the basic of the combat simulation between one enemy and one player, and from there on then we can start to play around with different numbers, with different types of attacks and so on, and also adding more player characters, adding more enemy characters, and then really we can test out the combat. We can simulate the combat with a full house. With right now the maximum number for players will be 3, maximum number for enemies will be 5. If that will be the final version, I'm not sure about. Probably it will be kind of like 3 will be for general fights, the 3 player characters will be for general fights the maximum. There may be boss battles and so on where I do some different setups and things like that. But that's just ideas I have. So one big thing I still haven't set up and that we then need to kind of play around with the numbers and so on. The attributes, I said I won't do that, probably won't do that on stream because it's repetitive, it's the same thing over and over again. So I probably will do this off stream. Also, what I want to do is kind of like after this stream today, now almost for sure after this stream today, even if I don't manage to set everything up, I kind of want to. I wanna do kind of something else because that's now the 5th stream I think we work on this. So I wanna jump a little bit back to Blender and start a new mesh, creating something new in the 3D modeling software Blender. That's kind of the plan for the next streams. I don't know how many streams there will be for this new mesh. What it will be, I will then talk about in these streams. Then, so far so good. So yeah, I just want to kind of right now mix it up a little bit. So there will always be the smaller streams, the shorter streams where I maybe will jump back to things like that, jumping back to Unreal Engine and maybe finishing something that I couldn't finish today and things like that. But for longer streams, after this stream today, I kind of want to do something else to mix it up a little bit and hopefully making it a little bit more interesting. So like I said, the whole combat thing is quite important. I would say that from the mechanics, the combat system and the progression system are probably the two most important things. So it will take time to set this up because, like I said, there should be a very good basic before I really start to add more details and so on. The main structure has to really be set good, and for that we have to do tests of different things, set up a lot of things and so on. So we definitely will come back to the combat system very soon, let's say it like this. We probably will add the progression system because it's kind of comes together, the combat and the progression system. So setting the progression system up, we also already started actually to set up the progression system. So these two things will kind of be together. And then there, of course, there will be kind of also mechanics that more outside of the combat, but these are more smaller things we still can set up. I kind of want first really the combat. Yeah, it is the most important thing at the moment. But still, like I said, I still kind of want to mix it up a little bit. So I go on the widgets. I go into combat. How do I have character states, player 1 states, then under enemy, I think I have to put this here. I could put, but should we make a new, or should I put it in here? How do I have kind of combat, character, commands, enemy, images? Okay. Yeah, kind of the problem right now is the thing I want to do. It's for both. It's for play characters and for enemy characters. So kind of making a default thing wouldn't be too bad. Maybe putting it in here. So I create a new widget. User interface widget blueprint. I call this damage. Yeah, just damage default for now. And then we have to create just duplicate it for every. Do I need a I'm just thinking about it's probably pretty useless to make a default actually. I'll probably have to copy it anyway. Okay, let's I think we can put this actually put this on the states. Selection reaction time points on kind of make a new folder, not a new folder. Damage. Okay. Character state damage default. We put this in here. Sorry about that little thing. Yeah. Rename this enemy 1 damage. So we have now in general three damage types of damage: health damage, armor damage, and energy damage. And then there will be side effects that may get added because of an attack to an enemy or a player or something like that. So I was thinking about just taking all the 3 damage to as one number and then with different colors. But I'm thinking now to kinda do them separately. The idea behind that is that if you do armor damage, you may still do a small amount of health damage. If you do health damage, you may even still do a small amount of energy damage and things like that. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it like this. So it's kind of like we have these hit points. We have a hit point that will damage mainly health. We have a hit point that will mainly damage armor. We have a hit point that will mainly damage energy. But not. Before I kind of had the idea like only a health hit point will only damage health. But now I think that there maybe a little bit more. It would be interesting to have kind of the. I have to set up a couple of things a little bit differently, but to have kind of this variation. So when you do health damage, you still do energy damage because getting hit by something or so on. This will also, or getting even an injury or anything like that. It will draw your energy to recover from that hit and so on. So it would make sense to in some way it would make sense that it will also draw your energy, and this would also make the combat more interesting because you have to really think about the energy, not only your health and so on a little bit more and things like that. At least these are things that are pretty hard to say will this be the final form or so on. But I kind of want to test it in this direction to have really three possible damages, and that they may, depending on the hit point, they will focus on one damage point, but that doesn't exclude other damage. So also if you attack armor, I mean, is that a helmet or anything like that? If you fully attack a helmet, the armor may protect the person from a deadly wound, but he still will feel it. So he may still take you know, health damage and things like that. But maybe, yeah, explaining it is maybe a little bit more difficult than just showing you at the end. So let's add in a text for now in here. How many numbers? Are you off? What's going on? Yeah, probably 4 numbers. Let's put you in the center. Now, let me think. Something like that. Let's see, can I only center you from... Okay, okay. Then I have to see. Anyway, let's go up to 100 for now. 150. 200. Okay, 200. Where do I want it? Around here, maybe. A little bit up. Then the center one will be health damage, so we just make this red. Because we will have it on a background that will... so this background here, the number will be transparent, so there will be a changing background. So just having red, it may be very difficult to read it actually. So we have to add an outline. We have to add a thicker outline for sure. If this will end up black, I can't say right now. Maybe I will choose different colors. But the main color will probably be red, because red will be the kind of the color code for health damage, and purple will be the color code for armor damage, and yellow will be the color code for energy damage, and I think some kind of blue color or so will then be, yeah, maybe some kind of sky blue, or maybe greenish blue. I'm not sure yet. Will be then probably I will take for now bright sky blue color for side effects. Okay, let's see. Let's make this a round number. 640. Let's see, 500. And you could be 0. That's not a problem. So I copy this one here, paste in here 2 times. Suppose we want to have 3 numbers. So top 500, 0. Maybe it will be too close. We have to see how it looks like at the end. So here 0, left 1280, and then we go from the top down to 500. Yeah. I mean, the other difficulty is I don't know yet if four numbers will be actually enough. Maybe we even need 5 numbers, or you may even go higher. So maybe I have to go down with this number. Let's go to 160 for now, and then let's see how that looks. I mean, the thing is, let's add two more numbers. That's not good. So 5 would work with 160. It's very difficult to say right now. I mean, we will start with low numbers, but make it bigger. That's what I want to say is like kind of we can size up the widget itself, so it may not be necessary to make these numbers as big as possible, but I also want them to be somewhere in range of each other, not completely away from each other. The other thing I could do actually is to let this centered and this one here to the left and this one here to the right. Yeah, let's keep it like this for now. And have to think about how I wanna do this. So kinda, I'm afraid the numbers will probably go up as much as possible. We will see. Maybe we will find out more in the test. So now I do the side effects. Having everything in the same widget. I mean, another idea could be to have everything in a different widget, then maybe this problem will be how high a number can be will maybe be not such a big deal then, but let's try it with keeping everything in one widget for now. Side effect. What is just a placeholder for then something else like sleep or poisons or something like that. You know, the typical. Outlines, let's make 10. Then I was on 160 for the others. Let's keep this, let's center this. Okay. That's general layout, and we will work with that for now. before we do the numbers. Okay, let's take our enemy 1. Probably in here, combat, enemy 1. I will go to viewport and this will be, yeah, that's something I'm not too sure about, but we probably will see it during the animation. That means when we are still up front, the question, or we will see it at the end of the animation when we switch back to the side view. That's kind of the problem I have right now. But maybe because we don't have a really animation right now, we will, for now, we use it when we see him from up front. And then as soon as I make my character models and so on, and creating the animations for the combat, I will maybe change this. So I'm going to select the capsule component. So we have all the same thing. I will press in here widget, select a new widget and call this damage. Then here under widget class, choose enemy damage. Then draw size, I choose 2000, 1200, and we should see now that for now. So we already see that the numbers go over. I think that's the X one. Yeah, that's better. Let's scale this down quite a bit. Maybe I will take the side effects down. Another thing I could do is kind of stack the numbers over each other. So I probably kind of want to put it a little bit into the front. That's X. Let's see 50 for X. And on the head, see how 150 look. That's of course this one here, this number here, 150. For this character a little bit too much. Anyway, I have to define these things for different enemy types. So what I kind of have the feeling is that the side effect is too high to the other numbers. That's kind of my feeling right now. Let's get this to 600 and top 200 down. Let's see how this looks like. Yeah, that's kind of problem that always disappears. Yeah, that looks better. So everything is more together. Very hard to say. Maybe this is too big. Very hard to say. Okay, so manually redraw. Receive. No, we don't need that. Collision, of course not. Rendering. I always like to choose transparent. Hidden in-game. Sorry, visibility off. And now, yeah, visibility off for now. I think that's everything we have to do, because we want this only be visible at a certain point in the game. So because of that, we need to create a new event. Custom event. I was just thinking I can add it, but we need new events. Damage with and we kind of have, we should have to set visibility. Let's just take this one up here, and target will be our damage, and here we have to select it on visibility. I'm not sure what that is, propagate to children, but we don't really have children for that, so let's keep this. And now what I kind of want to do is that it's not just a number that pops up. I want a number that pops up and then kind of moves slowly upwards, but I'm not sure how I can do this. I mean, I can use transformation and set the new transformation for set world transformation. But I'm afraid when I add this, I don't think I can set how fast it should do and things like that. Whether we sweep to the destination location, trigger roll-ups on teleport, whether we teleport physics state. That's anyway more for physics. Let me check if we have some other commands here. Otherwise I probably have to look this up. Move component to wait the component to the relative location and rotation over the course of time, seconds. That sounds promising. Let's see, can we? Yes, we can. Relative location. I'm not sure if this is the one we want, to be honest. The relative location of but we can try it. So we keep this one here on 50. Like I said, I want to go up. Maybe we go down a little bit, if 100, and then we go up to 200. I don't know. We have to test this. Then target relative rotation. The rotation should be fine. So the size we don't have to set. Over time, I want to beat slowly. It can ease it out. If true, will ease out and slowly turn. That's interesting. We don't have rotation. Move. And when it's completed, we can just set it off again, to be honest. Set it off and move back. We will see. Let's test this for now. Here visibility off. Give me a very short break, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay, where do we want this event? Probably in somewhere here or here. Probably here. Do we have player health, damage, player energy use, player reaction time? That's something I also have to think about. Energy usage. Do I want to also have kinda the amount you use the energy pop up, or what probably will be is just information, hey, this attack uses so much energy when you select the thing. So let's see, do I have already a yeah, let's just for now, let's see if that works. Add it at the end. Let's make an extra, sorry, we probably have to make an extra event here for that. Custom event. Let's call this damage widget enemy for now. And then we should have here on the combat setup enemy position. I want to get this, and when this is equal 1, that's just preparation for when we then have more than one enemy. Sorry about that. Otherwise we just could add it down here, but so we kind of have to do this extra event to select oh, I just need a branch here. to select this, then also have to think about what with attacks that attack multiple enemies, but that's something for later. I mean, when I know I have to do something now and I know how to do it, then I can do it here. Already other things I maybe have to change later on, so it will work. How did I call it? Enemy 1 blueprint get, and this will be the event damage. Isn't it damage? I already forgot what I called the event. Damage visibility. Add it here, and then we just have to do the same thing for the other enemies, and then we just do this, add this here, and now we can see if it works or not and what we have to change. And then we can select the saying go more in details with the numbers, so we can see the numbers. That's what I want to say. Which are sometimes difficult. So mid-range attack 1 here, 2, hello. Oh no. Oh no. You know what happens now? The widget is blocking even if it's not visible. But I don't have hardware input on. Why is it blocking it? Okay. It's definitely not here, and somewhere here. Manually redraw window focus over is the virtual window created to host the widgets. Maybe I have to. Maybe this one off. Maybe. I mean, the other thing I can do is just collision, generate overlap. No, we don't want that. Collision present, select collision presents UI. Does that mean build static object that overlaps all access by default? No. Build static object that overlaps all access by default. All new custom transfer use it. Oh, default response. No. Totally not. Let's test this for now. I mean, the simplest fix would be to just put the other widget before this one, but definitely should be possible otherwise. Yeah, now it works. And that kind of works too. It also moves. That's great. So let's just do it again. I think so. Maybe the camera position is the problem. Oh, yeah, that's we kind of have to reset the set transform set transformation, that's the relative transformation. Set relative transformation. Yeah, I don't need that. Can use this one here. Then here, make transformation, and I set. It's a little bit annoying, but I honestly don't know how we can otherwise reset everything. I also would say that actually 0.2 is a little bit, to be honest, a little bit too big. I don't see it here. So let's test it out again. The up, mid-ranged attack. Can put it down a little bit, right? Also, maybe we want to have it slow at the beginning and then faster later on. That's maybe better. I think I have it now slow when as soon as we are finished. But let's see if it worked with going back. Yeah, that worked. Great. It's actually cool that we have here completed, then we don't have to worry about delay or anything like that. So ease in, and let's see how that works. Let's see it go down to 80. I probably one thing I definitely then have to check when we have better character models is the camera position. At the moment I don't think the camera position is very good. But anyway, it will be very difficult. I mean, I probably have to set this up very dynamic for different enemy types and so on. Yeah, I like that. I honestly like that more. Maybe 80 is a little bit too low now, but from the speed that it's slower at the beginning and then gets faster, that's okay. I wish it was more. I wish it was more fluid movement. Right now it's kinda. Yeah, I mean it's okay. Maybe no, it's a fluid movement. It's okay. Like I said, maybe the number here is a little bit too low, but because it's I have to set everything up for the different types of enemies we have. If you have bigger enemies, I have to set it somewhere different, and this is just for testing, so I leave it with that for now. It's actually quite good. So side effect for now, we don't need you. I have to care about side effects and so on to a later point. Then here, we bind this visibility. Let me check something. Not player RT. Player health damage. Position 1. Let me check something. And oh, I'm setting it 2 times. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. But here it will be set. Otherwise, it will be 0. That's hopefully how we want it. Otherwise, I have to think about something else. So let's get a reference to our combat blueprint. Get a copy. And oh, this is armor. Get player armor damage. No, it's this one here. And the condition is bigger than 0. So let's get here in branch. This is a little bit annoying, but it's a little bit bugged here. So you have to set a new variable here, armor damage visibility. So if it's true, then we want to have it visible. Otherwise, of course, we don't want to see it. And I do this now for all of them. Click binding. Let's get this one. Let's copy this one and exchange the variables. Let's duplicate this one here. Health damage or HP damage, whatever you want to call it, and energy damage. Then here we'll get player health damage in, and I have to change you. 3 damage here. And for you too. Here, go to binding. Get this one here in. Player health damage. No. Player energy damage. So now we have set the visibility. When are the single numbers visible? When there is damage happening, so when it's bigger than 0. That's fine, but now we need to know how much it is, and for that we have to bind this one here. We'll take visibility 0. I can copy and paste my first command here. And just put this one here in here, so it will transform the number into a text. That's all we have to do here, and we do it for all of them. I have to change this variable here. Get player health damage in here, and then finally for this one too. Energy damage. Come on, just want to connect you to. Okay, that should be for now everything, and let's see if this works or not. We ready up. Select our attack, select the enemy, select the hit point. 59. That's not what we want. Why are the other? Is there a default? Do we have default? Player base values. Is it? I think I know what the problem is. I'm not sure if I know how it's the best thing to do on combat command. So, I guess I know what why. Because I said here. Yeah. Let me go here. Yeah, I know how I can do it. Or I guess I know how I can do it. Let me change one thing in here. Let me the energy damage. Energy 4, 8. Say this is 5. Armor damage is 8, but we got 9. And health damage we got 20, but we ended up with 15. Interesting. Problem for another time, maybe. Anyway, combat blueprint. Let me check. Yeah, of course. No, it makes sense because we have the random parameter in it. Let's just do it one more time to see. But 15 is 33, 9, 5, 30. That's a lot. That can't be. Did I? Okay, let me check. Sorry. Did I select the weakness? I mean, the other two numbers, it's okay. Ready. Mid-ranged. Now I have 14. That's 9 and 5 for the other ones. That's strange. Test it again. This is a little bit too much variation there. Because the attributes are all 0, they shouldn't have an effect, to be honest. Seems like it's around 15, but I put in 20. Let's see. This is the normal one. Strength. But this is all 0. This has all no effect right now. I see. I see. I see. I see the problem. We can fix this. We have to fix this. for having. Let's. I think it's better to have it 0, so it. At the moment we don't want to have an effect. To have it an effect on anything. Huh. Okay. Huh. I did a mistake here. Interesting. Player enemy 1. Yeah, from here on I did a mistake. Yeah, let me correct this. Otherwise I may forget about it and not changing it and then wonder again what's the problem. The problem is that we use not a specific enemy in this command here. Oh, now I'm talking and I didn't muscle memory. Sorry about that. But we just use the placeholders and we set the placeholders then somewhere else. We will do this another day. And I did it correctly the first time. And then I did it wrong from here on. Perception. And it's kind of good that this happened right now, because it seems like enemy 1 I selected for some reason the default value 1. I think the reason is that it starts with 1. There is no attribute that starts with 0, at least that's my. Or will there be? I don't know, probably not. Intimidation. So the lowest level is having every attribute on. Here's only the player on 1, not on 0. The defense. Be on the top there. 2 and posture. Yeah, that's why doing a lot of testing is important, because mistakes happen. They happen over and over again. Okay. Now let's see what numbers we get. Check one thing. 0.9, 1.1. Okay. Attack. 45. Come on. What the hell? I chose the. Did I choose the wrong one? No, I chose health, right? Here with 20. Let's go. Now I I'm choosing the 21. Now it's okay. Did I select the wrong one? Did I took the weakness one? Then 45, is that even possible? I think 44 is the highest I can. 45 is a strange number. Let me do it one more time. I select this one here. 22, that's okay. That's the maximum we can get, to be honest. He's almost done. Let's do one more attack to check it. Yeah, sorry about the reaction time. That's already set up, I believe. That's right. And it's more set up for more players. That's why it's a little bit slow. Attack. 19. So I probably pressed the wrong button. The wrong hit point. Probably. You know what? Let me check it with the other hit point, with the weakness. Ready. Mid-range attack. Weakness 45. Is that possible? 45? Maybe it is. But I definitely pressed this one. Now it's clear. Just want to test it once more to see if I get a different number. I'm not sure on how much. Probably double. 42. Okay. So we have a variation. That was the only thing I just really wanted to check. Okay, then we have to make it a little bit more complicated here. We probably will end up to need more space. Okay. Player health damage. Maybe you have to set it up here, actually, and then finish it here. Yeah. And what we have to do is set health, armor, and energy damage for every situation, actually. The thing, did I remove that for now? No, I didn't remove it. The other thing, but what could happen? Another thing that could have happened is, of course, maybe it was a critical attack that happened. I think it's the same bonus you get for. I put it in for the critical attack and for the weakness. That's the other thing that could have happened. Anyway, let's first do this. Yeah. Let me. I probably have to do. Should be this one here, right? Yeah. Maybe I have to set up everything a little bit lower. And maybe side effects, I will push it up again, and then I will do another text with critical or miss. So we definitely know what we get. Should I do this now? Set this down to 600 for now. This will be 800, and then we will copy this one here and paste it. Then this one here set down to top, of course, set it down by 300. Yes. Then it's 500 here, and we can let's choose this. Let's take red. And this will let's for now. I will think about that later. Yeah, it's hidden right now. This will tell us then if we missed or yeah, or critical and things like that. And I also have to set the visibility probably to it's not miss. Or I set the damage to 0. That's another possibility I can do. Maybe that's even the easier way to do it. Then we see it already. It's player damage, right? Just to be sure. Of damage to 0. Armor damage. 0. Energy damage to 0. However, now we could. Mouse. Why are you doing this to me? Now, of course, I could go now further and think about if the enemy dodges the attack, it may still take some. He may still take energy damage or use energy, not taking any energy damage. But for now, let's put this on 0, so we at least see when we miss. And it should be everything on 0. We won't see the anything right now. Then now I want to set the other things here. No, that's not what I wanted. Armor damage will be 0 here. Let's copy paste this. It also will be 0 here. Everything's a little bit too close together. Anyway, and armor damage also 0 here. Then energy damage will be probably something I have to set up with the attributes again. Or not. Or will I can just this. Come on. Yeah. It's of course not X. Float. Let's make it simpler, because we don't have. So when we do 20 damage, we do 2 energy damage. And the same thing. So the energy damage we deal will be proportional to the health damage we do. Then here health damage. Energy damage. And for now, let's also say both are 10%. The armor, I mean, we could change that and say that there will be different type of armors. Some are more effective than others, and then we can, for the player health, have the second number be flexible. Doesn't have to be 10%. Maybe something we can think on later. I'm not sure today. And here, yeah, here we do the same for the health damage. Set. So if I will keep the same proportion for everything, another question if I will do I mean, if I will do flexible numbers depending on the hit points or whatever, something I have to see. But what we do now is kind of come on, compile so I can show it. So here we set the Where are we? Player health damage. The player armor damage and the player energy damage beforehand. Because at this moment we don't know yet which hit point we will choose to hit. Will be a hit point that attacks health, armor, or energy. So we kinda said, but we already, because we select here the type of attack, we kinda have to set it beforehand. And here we know which hit point we choose, and because of that we have to reset or change the player the other damages. I hope that makes sense. That was the problem before, so let's see the result of that. Ready, mid-range attack. Why are you not showing anything? That's not good. Because we missed, probably. Because we missed. That's possible. Yeah, we have to set it up. No, now it's no coincidence anymore. That's not a coincidence. You didn't miss 2 times, right? It's almost. Come on. But definitely not 3 times. So what did I do wrong now? What did I change? In the missed chance, show me the time. No. Would be otherwise it will. That's strange. That's very strange. Oh, I'm sorry. What a stupid mistake. Oh, I should be back on track. Ready, refresh, attacks, attack. That's what we want to see. We did 21 health damage to energy damage. What we have to do now, and 2 is of course 10% of 21. I mean, it would be 2.1, but we don't have, we only have full numbers, so. That's to consider. We now enemy 1 energy. in here minus enemy 1 energy, get number here, then player energy damage, where is it? Here. Come on. Get in here. And now we should also see the effect on the enemy's energy when we attack him. Ready. Ranged attack. Attack. 22. That's okay. And we see an effect on both. I do a second attack on his head. That is 44. And we see effect on both. That is strange. This is not on the timing. Anyway, ready. Let's do one more normal. Now we had a critical attack. Probably we had a critical attack. And he should be dead. Anyway. That's kind of the general idea I have with this one here. Now I want to set up the other hit points. I don't need you. I will keep you for now. Blueprint. I think that's okay. We probably also have to set this one here up. Shouldn't be. Yeah. So I can make you visible. And then I will bind this one here. And I will get my reference to the combat blueprint. Get copy, and now we'll have kind of different promote to variable. How can you call that? Info text. Is that information? I don't know. Info text. And then we get here miss argument in here. You're annoying me today. Seriously, mouse. So if it's true, we want this text here to be miss. And then go in here. If it's false, and make another branch. And this branch is critic. Oh, I see. I don't really have an argument there. That could be a problem. Maybe not. Oh man. And when this one is bigger than 1, let's move this one here over to the side. Come on. If the mouse doesn't want, then I have to do it differently. Then we get the information critical. And otherwise we will get nothing. We don't have to say, oh, it's a normal attack. That's stupid. We just do nothing. Yes. So now I want to set up the other hit point. I mean, I could test this now, but I don't know if we can do a critical. But at least we see if we do a normal attack, nothing should happen. Yeah, we don't see anything. That's fine for now. We will do more tests and then hopefully see if we do a critical. Maybe in this stream, maybe in another stream. Which combat enemy hit points. Test dummy hit point. Let's go to this one here first, the armor one. Where are you not? Oh, wait a moment. Okay, I see. And I will do this. Yeah. Okay. Let's do first armor. Stability is fine here. I want the button. That's the problem I had. And of course I want the button unpressed. So if you select this one here, can I just hit point type 0, command setting 1, setting 0. Do we have 8 point weakness bonus. Okay. So I will take this one here, copy it, and this one should be 1. And now we create here a new 8-point weakness. Okay, let's duplicate this one here. Let's call this armor efficiency. Let's make this not a float, an integer. And we actually will use this one here. Create a second one here. Armor efficiency. Get here, here, and here. Wait a moment. Wrong. Everything wrong. Yeah, that's fine. Armor damage. Of course it's here. Sorry about that. Let's duplicate this one here. Yeah, everything's a little too close together. So good. It's possible that more stuff will come in here. That's the problem. So what's wrong with you? Oh, I didn't. Okay. I see. Fish. See. Doesn't seem right. Whatever. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Now it's correct. So if we do armor damage, then we do also health damage depending on the armor efficiency. So how much damage does the armor block? Maybe 90%, 80%, something like that. 50%, and so on. So let me compile this one here, and we will define this number on the hit point itself. It's a problem, can't parse default value 0 for armor. Oh yeah, no problem. Test dummy here. So we get here this, if it lets me set. Let's see, so that we have different numbers. Let's set this to 20. That means 80%. It absorbs 80% of the damage. And wait, that was a little bit too fast. Come on, I didn't. Okay. I will copy you. Control W. That's all fine. Custom event. What did I call you? Player health damage. Player armor damage. That's fine, I guess. I'm not sure if I already have HP energy. Yeah. Then this one here will be armor 1 max big because the enemy may have more than one armor piece. Just for now. And this we probably then have to also get the number. Or we will take the hit point. No, we can't take the hit point. But we probably have to set up a number then when we have more than one armor. But that won't be that big of a deal. Yes. This will come in a little bit late. Let's just set this up first here and player. Let's set this. So player armor damage. Get. So we'll test this now. So we do on the armor 81, we don't see any in here. Did I do something wrong? 20. Oh yeah, I did something. Test dummy. It's not 20, it's 5. Because 20% is 5 times 100. Just realized something. You of course want to have yeah. It's just really player armor damage course, and then not in there but in here. Yes. And this one here will have a separate weight too. Nine one. Wait a moment. Energy damage should be 1, not the health damage. We should do something wrong. Oh. So we did 9 armor damage. 5%, 20%. No, it's true. That was not enough to. That's a little bit the problem with doing it this way, is that Unreal Engine is extremely bad in rounding up numbers. It just rounds it down. Even if you have 0.9, it won't take 1, it will take 0. That's a little bit annoying. Then, on the other hand, the question is it worth to correct it, or is it interesting to have this kind of handicap for the player? I mean, in the end, it's just about it's just one damage point. That is the problem. Anyway, let's move on. Let's keep it for now like this. And now we want to see the effect of that. So we have to add a widget again. Do one. No. Let's make again a separate folder. Maybe it's a little bit overkill. Armor. Add new user widget. Enemy 1, armor 1. So, and let's here just for now add a progression bar. Left 0, right 0, top 400, bottom 400. Yeah. Background style. Purple. That was the wrong one. Purple. Wait. Fill. No, this one is purple. This one here. This one here. Just be a brighter purple. That's okay. It's the background fill. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, probably alright. Progress bar, so we will see, maybe. Oh, then what's that? Where are the two options? Okay, 0.5. That's okay. Okay, now we just have to bind this one here. Like always, we have to get a reference to to our combat class. Blueprint, then get a copy. From armor 1, enemy armor 1, armor 1 max. Then we do this like, let's make a float out of them. Okay, that will be our number. The armor 1, how much damage is left, and dividing this through the maximum damage will give our number. Yes, and then we kinda do the visibility, the complete thing here. Yeah. Let's take everything here. We need everything, and put this down here. Let's put this as hidden from the beginning, so we don't see it from the beginning. We promote this to a variable. We only have one here. This is a little bit. Seriously. Why are you doing this? Mouse visibility. It doesn't. Then it's just this. Whatever. Yeah, I actually need the float too. Just realized. And if this is equal float 1 or equal float 0, then we won't see it. That means as long as the armor has full health, we don't see that there is an armor. As soon as we do damage to the armor, we will see it. If we destroyed the armor, that means we will get equal 0. We won't see it anymore. Come on. Wait, true is hidden. And for everything else, it's okay. And I just realized something. To be 100% sure, let me change this. Not to equal to, I mean 1 is for sure. That's, it can't go bigger than 1, or the shouldn't. Yeah, let's just to be sure. Maybe. So bigger equal 1. Or smaller equal 0. So now we're 100% sure. I mean, we anyway have probably then set a clamp with the armor damage, probably. So it won't be under 0 anyway, but for now let's do it like this. Okay. Now we have to get back to the enemy, add the widget. Stupidly, anyway, I think we just duplicate damage 1, armor 1. Enemy 1, A1. I have to do one thing, and that's the visibility back on, because we changed the visibility in the widget itself and not here. It's quite big, of course. Wrong position, that's okay. 90, 0, 50, 50. Why did you do that? Just wanted to see it more from the front. Um, 30, yeah. 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 5. Okay. Even now that's okay. Let's see. Maybe even smaller. 0, 0. So right now we don't see it, that's correct. We ready up, we attack. The armor. We do 9 damage. And we see it. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Let's just do one more. Of course, this will probably not end up just being a bar. Maybe there will be kinda an armor symbol, something like that. Things like that. And maybe the bar will look a little bit more interesting. The same with the reaction bar. 8, 1. Yeah. The only thing I see right now, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to correct this at this particular moment. It's okay. Ready. 9, 1. Yeah, it's just that we see the widget for a moment pops back up. That's not, doesn't look too good, but we have to look about that another time. I want to kind of move on here. Moving on with the last. I mean, this is working now. The armor damage. That's wonderful. Now the last thing we want to do is points, add another hit point, copy, paste, let me see, where did I put you? 400, 400. Yeah, around here, that's okay. For testing, it's okay, it doesn't have to be precise. Change the color to yellow. Is it so dark? Well, that's too. For now, it's okay. Then we set up the button pressed, and we take this one here. And the number should be 3 if we are correct. Combat, that's fine. And I think we just can take the health damage. Because we need only this 2. Yeah, we can go to. Should be fine to just add this here. You know, we could actually put everything in one event, to be honest. I mean, I don't know why I did that here. I can do everything in one event. Wouldn't be a problem. Let me just double check. Yeah. Do everything in one event. Because we define everything here already. So let me delete this one here. And this one here. And then set this one together. And then at some point we just have to define the armor. Which armor number, if you, yeah. Not today. Let's test one more time the armor, and then we go to the enemy, the energy damage hit point. Just to be sure that it isn't. Critical 1631. Nice, we see that now too. You see the widget popped up very shortly. That's not what we want. Okay, enemy attack. We didn't set up this one. I don't think I will set up the enemy damage. I mean, there's not much interesting. As long as we don't have set up any attributes, it's not very interesting to set up the enemy damage at the moment, to be honest. Okay, now let's do energy. 5. It was not nice that we saw for a moment the last one. That was not so. Yeah, that was not great. Anyway, ready. Yeah, these are small things, but things that we then kind of have to fix. Okay, let's attack this one more time. We have 5 again. But it's okay because I think we have 10% health damage that could happen. But we have 0.5 now, and like I said, Unreal Engine won't put this on to 1 to 0. 20 and 2. Yeah, you see we have a lot of things that just don't look so well at the moment, but yeah, things we have to think about another time. Anyway, I think with that, I know that the stream today was maybe a little bit shorter for a long stream, I think, but I mean, I kinda had intended. Yeah, that's just something I absolutely don't like. I could look for this now. But honestly, I don't think it would be very interesting to set it up right now, because we could only choose kind of fixed numbers because we didn't set up the attributes, so we just would kind of do a similar thing we already did with the player character, and just with maybe other numbers. It's definitely not. I'm not sure if that. No, I don't want to set this up now. But yeah, let me look for that. That's the only thing that really annoys me, that the widget where we select the attacks reappears again and then just immediately disappears. I wonder. I wonder. Probably have to go to our PC character. That player one. What do we have here? Set widget visibility. See. Set 3 times. Reaction time calculator 0. Visibility on. 1 ready pause. Okay, that's the start. Enemy visibility on pause. It's the first one. Widget visibility off. Enemy attack. Enemy one attack. Pause. Yeah, okay. Then it's not here. Somewhere else. Widgets. Commands. No more command for now. One. If we press here, attach the combat layer. Command widget. And commands when C to have here. No, nothing. Add it to the report there. Fine. It has to be in here, to be honest. Reaction time. Oh, come on. The first one. Reaction time. No, not the first one. Here, reaction time 0. 30. Oh. Pause. Number 0, widget visibility on. Be sure? It'll be this one here, widget visibility off. Enemy. Wait a moment. Test dummy. 8 point. No. Enemy selection. Enemy selection on. I press this one here. Hit point widget visibility off. Why is it on? Because we set it on there. For a brief moment. So we still have the sub command showing up. But why does it disappear, the sub command? That's strange actually. Why does the sub command disappear? Why does the sub command disappear? I mean, it should be anyway on. I mean, of course, it shouldn't be on, but still should. Of course, we remove probably all the widgets. No, we don't remove all the widgets. It's full code. Here is a selection. That's fine. Widget visibility. Pause. Widget visibility. Oh, that's wrong. Here. Widget visibility on. Visibility. Action 0 set. Ready. Pause. We have to. I think the problem is from this point here to pause. To ready. Mini copy. I do this one. Why? Oh yeah. Do this at the end. Let's see what happens. Let's test it again and see. Advantage attack. This guy here. Let's do health 22-2. It's interesting that we have more positive. It still is here. But it is the sub command, not the normal command. The question is, why does it disappear after that? There has to be some kind of... Okay, the critical, that's nice. It's the sub commands. The selection commands. Far away. We don't have a visibility here. Doesn't make sense. Selection. Set command widget. Command number. win armor A 0 command position. That's it, the number here. That's the problem. But you set the command number to 0. So we have to set it before that. No. Not really. Have to set this on to 0. Why? Why are you still showing up? Maybe we just have to put a short delay in. Command number 0. Or we do the command number 0 before, somewhere before, when we select our enemy. Or do we need it? Do we need the command number after that? No, not really. At least I don't think. I mean, let's just do it. We will see if it's a problem or not. You just wanna annoy me, huh? Set command number 0. Let's just check it out. I don't think it will help too much. I mean, it will break something, but it may help with the widget. No, it fucks it up. It actually fucks it up. Then you know what? Then we set up a delay. So we need the command number. Like, yeah, we need it probably. Yeah, somewhere after that. Anyway, then let's just put in a delay before we do bring the widget visibility on. Short delay. See if that's already enough. Yeah. Ready, entrench the attack. This is working. We did a critical. It's just to be sure. It's delay longer. I know why. I know why. God damn it, what's the fucking problem here? This one here, said Command Richard. Because we set it here. But we do this before. It's the one I was looking for. We set commands to 0. And then we set the widgets. And then, after a delay, set it visible. But it still pops up. That's so annoying. So annoying. Problem is, it doesn't matter if I set it longer. It still will pop up. That's the annoying part. I probably have to do an extra visibility. That's another annoying thing. Shouldn't do that. It's kinda like the widget have saved what happened before, and when you do it visible, yeah, we see it a moment and then we jump to the right one. And this is so freaking annoying right now because we changed these things before we set it to we want it visible again. But still, Unreal Engine shows us what we had before, even if we changed it while it wasn't visible. I can't say how annoying this is. will have to ask her. I have to ask in the forums if someone else has a similar problem, because that just can't be it. I mean, it seems like a small thing, but it's not something that should happen. I can't expect the player to ignore this and then I mean, the only thing I can think right now to how to solve this, what is maybe not even works for all of these situations, but at least for the hit points, for the damage situation. No, I don't think I can. It's kind of put in a delay. Or I mean, having the, how should I say, working with this visibility and having it for a moment not visible. Just for not even a second, like 0.2 delay, and set it to visible. But I mean, that's not something that should happen, and that's sort of a freaking annoying thing. It makes things so much more complicated for no reason, just because Unreal Engine 4 the widget system sucks ass, and it does. Yeah, I think I will ask around in some forums. I hope someone has a better solution than I can think of right now. And I believe I will stop the stream here. In general, what we did was successful. It's just this really annoying side effects we have here. Side effects that I don't think has anything to do with why. Why are you popping up? When I change you beforehand. Why are you popping up when we changed you beforehand? just annoying, really annoying. Yeah, I mean, I have no solution right now. It annoys the shit out of me. I have no idea why it does that. It shouldn't do it. Like I said, we changed the variables and the widgets and everything when the widget is still not visible, and when as soon as it gets visible, it just shows for this short, really short moment. Um, the old state we actually changed. It I don't know why it has this transition there. And the only way I right now could think how to solve it is to go this extra way to set the visibilities of the widgets and put this in our cycle, and it's so annoying. It's just annoying. I mean, as example, where is our enemy blueprint? I mean, with that is here, before we do all that, kinda put in a small delay from 0.2, then set reference to our widget here, then our complete widget will here have a command binding with the visibility. It will be not visible at the beginning, everything, and then after this delay we set it visible, and in the hope that it works. But it not even may do. I can test it. Try it as simple as possible. Seriously. One. Not now. Now it doesn't even work. Simple way. I have to do it differently. How do you even have a function to get things from a widget class if you don't accept it in the end? God damn it, seriously. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's the problem right now. Just I do wrong. Just though. Okay. Yeah, I think I stop here now. I'm just getting annoyed right now. Player unit working. Yeah. I hope I will find a solution because that just can't be it. Honestly, it seems such a minor problem, but I think that's a big problem. Anyway, yeah, I will ask around for a solution for that. I hope I will find one. I will take a break from the simulation, the combat here, with at least with the long streams. I may come back to it with a shorter stream if I have, as example, a solution for that, and I can show you that, or things like that. And I will do next time. I will work in Blender. We will create something new. Yeah, that's it. I think we can delete this bullshit here. It's only in the way. And yeah. And then after we worked a little bit in Blender, I don't know how many sessions this will be, Blender will be. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe more. It's always difficult to say. I probably would say more than. I will probably pick the combat up. I hopefully have then set up everything like the attributes and so on. And then we can set up the enemy. We can set up different attack types with different attributes that will play in. Can set up different attack types that do different types of damage for health, armor, and energy. We can set up different attribute level, and first set all the attributes just to 1 for both characters, then set maybe the player on 10, for every attribute, then maybe even on 100 for every attribute, and see kind of what's the difference. And then we can do the same changes for the enemy. Then after that we can set up more player characters and more enemies, and then test the different things like this. And then if that works, as I hope it works, we really have a nice structure for the combat system for this game. What is the goal with all this testing and doing and stuff? I mean, this is still a lot to do. This will be a couple of sessions again. If I will do all in one row, probably not. Probably I will take a break again and say, yeah, let's go back to Blender and we do again something else. So I will talk about what we do in Blender the next time I will start the stream. Thank you for watching. It was actually a success. It was just this little thing that seems like a bug in Unreal Engine, and that's why it annoys me, because it doesn't seem a mistake. At least at this point it doesn't seem like it's a mistake I did. If it was a mistake I did, or at least it would seem like a mistake I did, I wouldn't be so annoyed because it's my fault. But right now, all I know is it's not my fault, it's the engine's fault, and that's really annoying. And I can't believe that I'm the first one that encounters this problem. But I will hopefully find out more when I ask around, and I hopefully can give you a solution. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next.